The cursed Library of Alexandria. Golden sunset casts long shadows over the ruins. Broken columns litter the sandy ground. Faded hieroglyphs hint at forgotten knowledge. The wind stirs a faint whisper through the ruins. A lone archaeologist kneels, brushing dust from an ancient scroll. A torch flickers, revealing intricate carvings on nearby walls. The wind stirs a faint whisper through the ruins. The archaeologist picks up the scroll cautiously. His footsteps echo across the stone floor, amplifying isolation. A mysterious glint catches the archaeologist's eye beneath the archway. He digs through the sand, uncovering corroded bronze artifacts. The artifacts still gleam faintly under the torchlight. Archaeologist strains to move a large, heavy stone slab. The slab shifts with a grinding sound, revealing the dark entrance. A strong sense of foreboding fills the archaeologist. He steps cautiously into the narrow passage. The walls are lined with faintly glowing hieroglyphs. Shadows stretch unnaturally across the floor. He moves deeper, apprehension growing with every step. The otherworldly light makes the passage feel deep. Archaeologist navigates scrolls scattered on the floor. A sudden draft causes pages to flutter like trapped birds. The eerie motion heightens the tension as he proceeds. He continues toward the source of the blue light. Ancient scrolls are scattered on the floor, some unfurled with cryptic symbols. A sudden draft causes pages to flutter like trapped birds. The archaeologist proceeds deeper toward a faint blue light ahead. Eerie motion heightens tension as they move toward the source of the light. The passage opens into a chamber revealing a massive obsidian door. Strange blue light pulses from symbols engraved on the door. Fingers trembling, the archaeologist reaches out to touch the enigmatic markings. The moment of contact triggers a deep, resonating rumble. The massive obsidian door grinds open, kicking up dust and debris. The floor creaks ominously as a dark, spiral staircase is revealed. Echoes of ancient chants seem to rise from the depths below. Golden inlays in the chamber walls shimmer as the archaeologist prepares to descend. The archaeologist descends the black stone spiral staircase. The entrance above shrinks as unseen ancient chants grow louder. A pile of shattered pottery suggests failed attempts by previous explorers. Golden inlays on the walls shimmer as the archaeologist nears the bottom. The archaeologist reaches the bottom and steps onto an intricate mosaic floor. Footsteps disturb centuries of settled dust, creating a small cloud. As the dust settles, faint glowing symbols momentarily illuminate the walls. The archaeologist continues to move cautiously across the illuminated floor. The archaeologist discovers a sealed chest bound in rusted iron. Hesitating, the archaeologist hovers a gloved hand over the lock. The chest slowly opens with a sharp cracking sound, revealing brittle scrolls. A faint, dry whispering voice repeats an unknown phrase from the shadows. The sealed chest holds brittle scrolls that whisper secrets. With a crack, the chest opens, revealing glowing scrolls. A dry, whispering voice repeats an unknown phrase from the shadows. The source of the whisper remains hidden in the oppressive darkness. A skeletal hand grips the edge of a dusty shelf. Towers of ancient books loom precariously. A faint draft moves page, revealing cryptic constellation diagrams. A dark shadow darts across the wall and vanishes. The broken mirror reflects the chamber in a strange, warped way. Floor symbols subtly shift when viewed from this elevation. A hidden lever clicks audibly within the wall. The stone wall rotates, revealing a passage lined with gold. Ghostly patterns swirl in the air as dust is disturbed. Inscriptions warn of a curse upon unauthorized entry. A sudden chill causes the archaeologist's breath to become visible. The archaeologist hears distant, hurried footsteps that quickly fade. Golden sands cover statues of forgotten scholars ahead. A massive stone door slams shut behind the archaeologist, trapping them. Cracks in the wall reveal glimpses of hidden chambers beyond. Flickering lights suggest unseen movement deep within the darkness. The archaeologist finds an intricately carved ceremonial dagger. The torch swings, casting menacing shadows of winged creatures. The floor slopes downward into a circular chamber filled with mist. Ancient jars line the walls, emitting a faint, unsettling glow. I hear footsteps that are not mine, and the stone door slams shut. I am trapped here among the statues of forgotten scholars. I found this ceremonial dagger resting on a pedestal. The torchlight makes grotesque shadows dance on the walls. The floor begins to slope downwards toward a misty, circular room. The floor slopes downward, leading to a circular chamber filled with mist. Ancient jars lining the walls emit a faint, unsettling glow. A distant dripping sound echoes like a slow, deliberate heartbeat. Stone reliefs depict solemn rituals performed by hooded figures. A low hum vibrates through the air, making the archaeologist physically uneasy. A cracked bronze statue of a guardian watches silently. I notice strange footprints leading into the dense, unnatural mist. A sudden gust extinguishes my only torch, plunging everything into darkness. I sense eyes glimmering in the surrounding shadows, watching me. My hands shake as I frantically try to relight the torch. The flame catches. Faint whispers echo all around me. Rusted chains hang ominously from the ceiling above. I found a floor tile with a hidden symbol on it. The tile depresses, revealing a glowing, pale stone staircase. A spiral of light leads downward into total, consuming darkness. As I descend, sand and dust cascade from the ceiling structure above. Glowing inscriptions line the walls, telling a fragmented story. The temperature drops suddenly, and I hear a low growl from below. Stones shift dangerously underfoot as I move forward into the next passage. I glimpse faint, moving shadows through a partially collapsed wall section. Glowing sigils lift off the walls, forming mysterious patterns in the air. I have arrived at the massive library hall, filled with ancient tomes. The air is thick with the scent of dust and aged, decaying parchment. A massive chandelier swings ominously overhead, creaking loudly. Books spontaneously open, their brittle pages flipping rapidly by an unseen force. The archaeologist discovers a floor tile with a hidden symbol. A staircase carved from luminous stone is revealed below. The descent begins on the steps that light up with each touch. Glowing inscriptions line the walls, telling a fragmented story. A low growl resonates from the deep darkness below. Stones shift underfoot, creating a perilous path forward. Faint, moving shadows are glimpsed through a partially collapsed wall. Glowing sigils lift off the walls and swirl in the air. The path leads into a massive hall filled with ancient tomes. Invisible hands scribble glowing symbols onto the walls. A shadow darts between the towering rows of shelves. A sudden tremor shakes the floor, causing dust to rain down from the ceiling. Some ancient scrolls float briefly before settling back onto their shelves. Fog begins to form near the ground as the air grows unnervingly cold. A glowing orb hovers over a pedestal in the center of the hall. The orb pulses with light, casting dancing shadows on the walls. I approach the orb, my heart pounding with awe and fear. An ethereal voice repeats unknown words, and the shelves seem endless. Ancient maps show lands that do not exist in our known world. The air is thick with dust and the scent of aged parchment. A massive chandelier swings slowly, creaking ominously overhead. Some books open by themselves, pages flipping rapidly. Scribbles of strange symbols appear on the walls as if written by an invisible hand. A faint blue glow outlines the doorway to a hidden chamber. My heart pounds as I cautiously approach the glowing threshold. A crash as books fall, revealing a secret path. Glowing runes flare on the floor, forming a circle around the pedestal. A spectral figure points toward the passageway before dissolving. The archaeologist sees a shadow dart between the rows of shelves. A sudden tremor shakes the floor, making dust fall from the ceiling. Ancient scrolls float briefly before settling back onto shelves. The air grows colder, and fog begins to form near the ground. The chamber walls pulse with a subtle, living light. I reach for the orb with a trembling hand. A soft hum resonates from the orb itself as my fingers make contact. The air thickens, and shadows lengthen unnaturally. A sudden wind swirls loose parchment, and glyphs appear on the ceiling. A glowing orb hovers over a pedestal in the center of the hall. The orb pulses with light, casting dancing shadows on the walls. The archaeologist steps closer, eyes wide with awe and fear. An ethereal voice repeats words in an unknown language. Maps depict lands and seas that do not exist. A faint blue glow outlines the doorway to a hidden chamber. A stack of books falls, revealing a secret path. A spectral figure materializes, pointing toward the passageway. The archaeologist sees a shadow dart between the rows of shelves. A sudden tremor shakes the floor, causing dust to fall from the ceiling. Ancient scrolls float briefly before settling back onto shelves. The air grows colder, and fog begins to form near the ground. The orb emits a sharp flash, illuminating the entire hall one last time. A spectral library attendant appears, silently guiding me. I cautiously follow the guide, stepping over scattered debris. The passage narrows, lined with disturbing murals of mystic rituals. A cold mist rises from the floor, curling around my ankles. A glowing orb hovers over a pedestal in the center of the hall. The orb pulses with light, casting dancing shadows on the walls. The archaeologist steps closer, eyes wide with awe and fear. A distant, ethereal voice repeats words in an unknown language. Shadows flicker, resembling figures from the disturbing murals. I notice a hidden staircase, spiraling sharply downward. The steps creak underfoot, revealing hidden inscriptions with each touch. Each step glows faintly as it is touched, lighting the path. A heavy stone door at the bottom swings open slowly. The shelves seem to stretch endlessly, creating a labyrinth of knowledge. Ancient maps depict lands and seas that do not exist. A faint blue glow outlines the doorway to a hidden chamber. The archaeologist approaches cautiously, heart pounding. Inside, artifacts glow softly in a chamber designed for them. An altar sits in the center, radiating palpable energy. As I approach, I notice strange markings around the altar. A hidden compartment snaps open, revealing an ancient codex inside. The codex pages turn themselves, revealing forbidden knowledge. A sudden crash echoes as a stack of books falls, revealing a secret path. Glowing runes appear on the floor, forming a circle around the pedestal. A spectral figure materializes briefly, pointing toward a passageway. The chamber walls pulse with a subtle, living light. I stumble back, awestruck and terrified by what I see. The library's secrets whisper my name all around me. The archaeologist reaches for the orb, trembling. A soft hum fills the room, resonating from the orb itself. The orb emits a sharp flash, illuminating the entire hall. A spectral library attendant appears, guiding silently with gestures. The archaeologist follows cautiously, stepping over scattered books. The passage narrows, walls lined with ancient murals. A cold mist rises from the floor, curling around ankles. Shadows flicker, resembling figures from the murals. The archaeologist notices a hidden staircase spiraling downward. The steps creak underfoot, revealing hidden inscriptions. Each step glows faintly as it is touched. A heavy stone door at the bottom slowly swings open.